Go.
So excited to talk about this topic today because listen.
Oh, you're live?
Yes, I am. I'm
Oh,
gonna see if I can actually connect it here
okay.
like I did the last time.
I want to go now. Bye. Love you.
Love you too.
And also, if you see me text something to you,
Yes,
I'm just sending you my favorite emojis.
Okay.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too.
I want to go now. Bye. Love you.
Love you too. Okay, wait. Actually, let me turn this down.
See if you see me
Lord, YouTube really messed me up with this. Let me turn this on. All right, cool. All right, so I am going to be talking about how social media may be ruining your business, but I just want to make sure I'm centered because I literally have my phone flipped and I'm on my iPad to see because YouTube messed me up and now I have to put the phone backwards now. But anyways, can you see it? Yes, kind of, sort of, a little bit. All right. So the other day, I was speaking with a colleague, right? A member of a mastermind that I'm a part of, and we were having a conversation about how in today's world, in society, it's like such a instant gratification world that we're living in, like a popcorn culture, and oftentimes, you can get discouraged if you find that your business has not taken off and scaled within weeks, right? Or within a couple of days, because let Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or any type of social media platform tell it, if you launch your business today and you are not seeing skyrocketing results by next week, it's like you're a failure, right? It's like people are totally putting out their highlights and not sharing like the process that it takes. Hey Mark, if they're not sharing the process that it takes to really be successful in your digital business. And oftentimes you'll see people who share, like, they'll share all the highlights, but they're showing like how their business has taken off, but they're not showing like all of the past businesses that they've tried that has failed, and I can totally attest to that because I've shared this before. But on my journey of discovering my God-given purpose and actually building out a business that's in alignment with my God-given purpose, I tried so many businesses, and I actually did a whole video about this, a whole live about this. I titled it, I think it was like Stop Starting Businesses for Money or something like that, because I was sharing like I wanted so badly to get out of like this 9 to 5 hustle bustle that I was just trying whatever business I could find that I thought would give me or grant me a lot of money quickly. I jumped on it and I invested so much money, so many thousands of dollars into different business ventures, and they all flopped. I learned a lot from it. Don't get me wrong. There were many lessons along the way, but it took me like really trying and failing for so many times that I finally landed on my purpose-driven business, and now I'm having the success that I truly wanted to see in my life and my business. But it took trial and error, and I think people don't express that enough. They don't share the valleys. You see a lot of peaks, but you don't see the valleys. And so I really feel like I wanted to just shed some light on that, because there are, sometimes, you can get discouraged. You can get discouraged as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, putting yourself out there day in, day out, creating the content, but you're seeing, when you're scrolling, you're seeing so many other businesses highlighting their success, but they've been in it for years, right? They've been in it for years, and you're looking at their year 10 while you're still in your year 1, and it can discourage you. So I just really wanted to go live to express, like, don't allow like the instant gratification and like the popcorn popcorn culture or the instant oats or the instant mashed potatoes. Like, do not allow that type of culture to influence your business growth, right? And your business endeavors. Don't allow it to feel like you're failing because you haven't taken off yet, or you've tried multiple things but you're not finding the success that you want yet. I literally understand how you feel, and this is why I do what I do, in literally allowing you to build a business from your God-given purpose, right? Because when you build a business in alignment with your purpose, you are going to have such a pull, a Holy Spirit pull within you, where it's like, no matter how difficult it gets, you know within your hearts of heart, there's an inner knowing that you cannot stop, you cannot give up, because this is your mission, this is your life's purpose. And so I just wanted to just be that reminder for you, be that voice for you today, to share, like, don't give up, keep persevering, and you're going to build the tenacity in this season, is where you're building up the strengths, the characters that you need to really sustain your business when it does flourish, right? And so don't get weary in well doing, as the word of God tells us, right? You got to keep going, you got to keep persevering. God is going to bless your hands. The works of your hands are blessed. They are already blessed. But it's just, you have to understand the principle of sowing and reaping, and knowing that there's seed and then there's time in between that seed before you see a harvest in your business, right? And so when you're planting seeds daily, some seeds, they're going to sprout right away, but some seeds, they're going to take a little longer. But as long as you don't stop and you continue to show up and put and sprout and like sprinkle your seeds, you will see a harvest. You will. That is principle, okay? That is God's law. That is how God has woven the universe to work in your favor. And so I just want to encourage you, like, do not give up. Do not give up. My bro, hey. Right? Yes, I have my board. That part, Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. All things. Thank you so much, bro, for sharing that. Hello, thank you everyone for joining. All right, so with all that being said, right, I want you to truly, like, not lose heart in your business and really hone in on this one thing that I'm really passionate about sharing with you. And like my bro said, you see, I got my whiteboard today. I'm not playing around. And so the one thing that you need, and I don't know if I should, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't know if I'm going to tell you what it is. I want to spell it out and see if you can see. But the first thing that you need, right, I'm literally spelling out an acronym here, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until the end. So it's 1, 2, 3. There's 6 letters here. So the first letter is B, okay? B. And so this letter, when you're growing your business and building your business in alignment with your purpose, you want to make sure that you are real with yourself, okay? So you want to be real with yourself and with God. Be real with yourself and God, right? You can't lie to God. He knows how you feel already. So, and I'm just looking at my iPad because I literally gotta look at my iPad to make sure I'm in alignment and you guys can see the board because I can't really see it. So let me see. I'll move it back a little bit. All right. Okay, I think it's good. All right, so you want to be real with yourself, be honest with yourself, be transparent with yourself and with God. Like, voice your emotions, voice your frustrations, like, really express how you feel and be genuine about it, right? God already knows how you feel. If you're feeling frustrated in the process, if you're feeling defeated as you're going out and you're building your business, like, literally be real and just say it. Express it. God is, not only is God, like, God Almighty, your Savior, your protector, your provider, your leader, your shepherd. He's all the things, right? He's omnipresent. He's omniscient. He's omnipotent. He is all that you need. However, he he wants you to come to him. He wants you to express yourself to him, right? And just be real about, you know, the goals that you want to achieve for your life and for your business, right? What is that numeric goal? What is that numeric amount, that money amount that you want to see monthly or annually? Be real and be honest, be open, be authentic with yourself, okay? That is the first thing you want to make sure that you're doing. All right. Be open with your business goals. Be honest with God about how you're feeling. Any area that you need to strengthen, be real. If you need to seek guidance or coaching or mentorship in a specific area because you know that you're not strong in that specific area, go out and hire a coach. You know, like seek a mentor. Buy the courses, watch the YouTube videos, whatever you have to do to strengthen that area. But you want to be real with yourself if you want to see the growth in your business, all right? And so that's the first letter, that is the B. The second letter that I'm going to go with is the E. All right, so B-E. So the E is having energetic, I spelled that wrong. Having energetic flow, right? And what do I mean by that is when you are showing up, people can feel your energy, all right? We are all energetic beings, right? Everything around us is energy. This is just the way God designed the universe. This is science, right? This is how God has built this entire universe. This is how he's built you and I. And so, oh, hey, Rome Dog. How are you? Hey, Terry, of course I remember you. How are you? All right, so yeah, so energetic flow. When you're showing up and you're providing value and you're marketing your business, you're talking about your business, you're offering your services, make sure that you truly believe in what you're saying, right? Make sure that what you're saying is truly, you know, you coming from the heart, you really, really caring about the people that you're called to serve. Because people, you can speak all you want to speak, you can say all the words, all the right words, but if your energy doesn't match and doesn't line up with what you're saying, people can feel that, right? You can be on a sales call and you can be saying all the right things, right? But if your energy is off and your motives are off, or your intentions are off, and you're only thinking about yourself during the call, you're thinking of the transaction, right? As opposed to your client's true transformation, you're just thinking of the transaction. People can feel that. They can feel your energy. So when you really want to build your business, your purpose-driven, purpose-aligned business, you want to make sure that your energy is in a good place. You want to make sure that your energy is truly positioned to serve your clients, because people can feel your energy. No matter what you're saying, no matter what you're doing, people feel your energy above it all. And so make sure that your energy is, you have a energetic flow, knowing that what you're saying, your words are actually your words are matching your energy, all right? And so we're going to jump into the next letter. And the next letter is L, okay? And the L is language, to express. So we are made in God's image, unlike creation, right? So God created creation, right? And then he created creatures, and then he created creators. We are mini creators. We are created in God's image. The first thing that God told us about himself is that he's a creator, and we are also creators as well, right? We have the power to create the world, or create the world that we live in, right? We have the power. God has gifted us with minds to be able to imagine and articulate. And because we are not like creation and we are not like creatures, God, and we're made in God's image, he gifted us with language. He gifted us with the ability to express ourselves, right, through words. Nothing else that God created has this ability. And so being in our God likeness, we have to use our language to express what it is that we are offering, right? We have to be able to show up and communicate our offer with conviction. And so whenever I'm showing up here every day, I'm like literally saying, listen, I am a business mindset coach and I help working moms, entrepreneurial moms build their God-given businesses, right? Build their businesses within their God-given purpose, and helping them to really grow their coaching business, their digital businesses in alignment with their purpose. And that's truly my heart's passion, because, and I'm specifically targeting moms because I know what it's like to work a 9 to 5 and be miserable, because it's like I was literally spending hours, 13 hours straight away from my children, and I felt like I was missing out on my children's lives multiple days a week, right? As a nurse, high intense, stressful career. And I really just wanted a life of more purpose. Like I wanted a life of more fulfillment. And I knew that working nonstop was not going to get me that life. Like I did not want a life where I was having to clock in, right? I didn't want a life where I had to ask someone else for time off. Like, to me, that was not truly living. And then another big factor for me was, like, I've shared this before, but like, watching my mom work this stressful career as a nurse for so long, she's my hero and I wanted to be just like her, which is why, one of the main reasons I jumped into nursing too, because I just honored my mom so much and I wanted to be just like her. So I wanted to be a nurse all my life, as a child, that's all I ever wanted to do. So imagine the shock that I had when I started working as a nurse, my dream career, and was miserable. I'm like, wait, this is not what I thought it was gonna be like. Like, God, I remember thinking like there has to be more for my life. Like this cannot be it for me. And when my mom, I remember I was working as a nurse. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I remember, Terry. I was working as a nurse and I was just super stressed out, super stressed. Even before COVID, like before COVID, I was already checked out. So, after COVID, I was just like, but like my mom, like as soon as she retired, she got diagnosed with cancer. And it's crazy because she worked all these years, really hard, all these years. And the moment she retired to say, okay, she's going to retire, she's going to live life, she couldn't really truly live out the life that she imagined or she thought she would have because of this sickness, right? Because of cancer. And so it's like, that was just like a light bulb moment for me. And I'm just like, you know what? Life is so short. Like, I want to just go after, like I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just knew I didn't want to do that anymore. So it really took a lot of inner work and a lot of self-discovery to really be able to discover my purpose and then build a business from it. And now it's like my honor, my duty, my mission to help other women do the same. And so when I show up and I'm expressing that, God has given us the ability to express it using our language. And we're called to express what it is that we're doing. So this is the L in building out your business, right? Growing your digital business in alignment with your God-given purpose, using language to express what it is that you do, and not only just what you do, but why you do it, right? Like there's a deeper meaning behind why I do what I do. Why I do what I do. It's not just for income, but it's truly for impact. Like when I'm working with my clients and I see the difference that my coaching services are doing within their lives and the transformations that they're getting, like it really just, it impacts me on a whole nother level. Like this is my purpose work, right? And I'm truly honored and so grateful to God that I get to do this. And so, wait, but do you know season 1? Season 1 of what, Terry? I missed that. All right, so that's the L. And so the I, and let me know if you see what I'm spelling here, because it's the one thing you need for your business to really, to grow your business. Okay, so the I is inspired action. All right, so when you are really in love with what you do, right? Because I really teach a principle where you are truly building out your business and according to the lifestyle that you want. This is why coaching is so powerful, because it's like you, with coaching, you can work from anywhere, right? As long as you have Wi-Fi, you know, you have a solidified framework to help someone get from point A to point B, and you have your messaging on point, you have a simplified sales funnel. Like these are the 3 components that you really need to build your business and to really be able to grow your business, right? And you want to be able to understand the impact that you're making. And when you think, right, when you really sit and you think about the impact that you're making, those thoughts leads to feelings. I often speak about how your thoughts are connected to your emotions, and then your emotions will then lead to your actions, right? Your feelings lead to your actions or inaction. And so you always want to really like focus in on the impact that you're called to make. Like when you are showing up for your business to grow and scale your business, you're not showing up for yourself, right? You're showing up for the people you're called to serve. And so when you show up, you're showing up with them in mind, right? If I didn't truly love what I did, I would not be showing up here every single day of the week. It's not for me. It's really to serve. It's really to make myself findable for the women that I'm called to serve. And so this is the same type of mindset or thinking that you should have as a business owner, knowing that you are called to really serve the clients that you're called to serve and help them to transform their lives. Knowing the impact that you are called to make on their lives. You should be showing up with that in mind and just thinking of the impact that you're able to create in their life and the transformation that they'll see after working with you. That should give you a feeling of like inspiration, right? That should give you a feeling of urgency and of drive to really show up for them, because you know that they're struggling, you know that their pain points, and you know that you have a framework, you have a system to get them from the hell that they're in to the heaven that they're seeking, right? From the pain that they're in to the pleasure that they can have, that they should be living. Excuse me. So you want to, oh, Angie, my girl, she got it. Yes. My girl got it. From New York. All right. So yeah. So when you have that feeling, you know, that inspired feeling, you will then take action. You'll take inspired action because you're like, like I said before, you'll have this Holy Spirit knowing, this pulling to keep pushing forward, to keep showing up, to keep taking action in your business. And this is what's going to allow your business to truly grow, right? And so my girl got it. And so that's the I. Okay, that's the I, inspired action. And so the E is, this one. This one is powerful. This one right here. All right. So expect opposition and be okay with it. What do I mean by that? When you show up, especially as a kingdom entrepreneur, any successful kingdom entrepreneur out there, anyone, like when you show up with your message, and we know that your message is your mission, right? Your mission is truly your message. Jesus literally displayed that in Matthew. He's like, when they wanted him to go to another town, when they wanted him to stay in a town, he said, no, I have to go to the next town. That is the mission for which I've come, right? It's to spread his message. And so that was our mission. God gives us a message in our hearts, in our belly, like our purpose-driven message that we have to put out into the world. And so you can expect opposition, especially as a kingdom entrepreneur, because you are going against culture. You're going opposite against what a lot of people in the culture will tell you, right? You're going against society's norms because you realize you're not of this world. You're in this world, but you're not of this world. And so when you speak and you're putting your message out there, you can expect opposition. And so this was something that I recently had to God had to give me such revelation on this, because I was always such a people pleaser. And so I didn't want to say anything that would offend anyone, right? I didn't want to speak and say things that would hurt anyone else's feelings, or like, I was always very cautious with what I had to say. But like, I realized like people are going to hate you regardless. Like the other day, I was actually sharing a prophetic word on here, and someone came on and was just being really rude. People are going to hate you. They're going to say mean things. So you can expect opposition. No, not everyone's going to like you. The moment that you come to grips with that and you're okay with it, it like frees you up. It frees you up so much when you're not worried about people's opinions. You're not worried about, offending anyone. You're not worried about, trying to please the world, because you're not of this world, right? You are a kingdom citizen, you're a kingdom ambassador, and your message, you have to get your message out there. Whoever likes it, okay. Whoever doesn't like it, too bad. Like, it doesn't affect you, right? And I think for so long I was afraid. Like, that was one of my biggest fears. Like, I'm just like, man, I don't want to be like misjudged. I don't want to be ridiculed. I don't want to be embarrassed. Like, there were so many limiting beliefs that were coming up for me. And I literally was just like, oh no, like I cannot allow people's thoughts to stop me from showing up. Like, if people get offended, that's not on me. Like, that's on them, right? You can just expect it. At this point, expect it. Just expect it. You can be saying the most, like, they hated Jesus, they judged Jesus, they ridiculed Jesus, they killed him, right? And so it's like, who am I? Who am I? If Jesus was perfect and they killed him and hated him, like, why do I think that I'm exempt? And so we're not. So the moment I realized, like, everyone's not going to like you, Janelle. Like, everyone's not going to agree with what you have to say. And the moment I became okay with that was just the moment that everything just shifted for me. I'm like, oh, yes, like, I'm good. Like, if people don't like it, then too bad. That has nothing to do with me, right? And so I'm telling you, this mindset will free you up, okay? It'll free you up. I remember sending an email about this, like, if you're going to be unlikable, and that's okay. You're going to be unlikable. People are not going to like you. People are going to judge you. They're going to ridicule you. And it's not going to make or break you. It's not going to make or break you. Yes, in the world, but not of it. Absolutely. Absolutely, queen. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah. So when you're showing up for your business, when you're out there and you're marketing, you're expressing yourself, you're sharing your mission, you're sharing your message, who it is that you're called to serve, and you're putting yourself out there, putting your content out there, like, expect opposition and be okay with it. Do not allow the thoughts of others, the opinions of others to hinder you. Okay? You have a mission. Oh, and with that being said, the final letter, F, is to focus on your mission. Focus on your mission. This is what's going to drive you to show up every single day for your business, all right? And with you showing up every day, marketing your business, getting your message out there, focusing on your mission, focusing on the people you're called to serve. Remember, I always use this analogy. You got to be like I don't know if it's an analogy, but God is up here, right? I can't even draw it up here. So, like, God is here, up here. You are down here, right? And God pours into you, and your job as a kingdom entrepreneur is to then pour into his people. Okay? You are to pour into God's people. And so you are to be a conduit, all right? So your business is to be a conduit to get the blessings from God through you to his people. And so this is why, like, Solomon was so blessed, because he literally, when God dreamt to him and asked him, he's like, you can have anything in the world, right? What do you want? I'm going to give you whatever you want. And Solomon prayed for wisdom to steward God's people well. And because Solomon prayed for wisdom, God blessed him with an abundance of everything else, more than what he even asked for, right? Wealth. and riches and all these things, because he understood his assignment was to serve God's people. And so when you understand your assignment as a kingdom entrepreneur and you position yourself in between God and his people, you want to understand that you are a conduit. You are a conduit, and when you are allowing God to use you as his vessel, that is how your business is going to be blessed. That's how it's going to be blessed, because you are understanding your assignment as a kingdom entrepreneur and really just being that vessel for the Lord to get the transformation that he wants his people to have through you. Okay, especially as a coach, right? Especially as a coach. And so you have to focus on your mission. You have to focus on God's people. And so Angie got it. Oh, thank you, Rome Dog. Oh, the other side. Certain people will love you like only a believer can know. Oh yeah, for sure, Kevin. Absolutely. That is the other side. And that's the whole point. Like, it's like you're showing up regardless for your people, for the people you're called to serve. The Bible it says, like, I know this isn't really like, we know that this was Jesus speaking, and he was talking about his people, but you can use it for your business as well. Like, where the Bible says, my people know my voice, right? My sheep know my voice. My sheep know my voice. So it's like your sheep are waiting for you. They know your voice. And so when you show up and you make yourself findable and you're putting your content out there, putting your offer out there, your sheep will know your voice. They'll know that what you have to offer is for them. And so, yeah, I love what you said, Kevin. Like, literally, it's the other way around as well. And that's what we want. We want to show up for the people that we're called to serve. The ones that we're not called to serve, we're not talking to them, right? We're not talking to them so they can go about their business. But yeah, so my girl Angie got it. So all you need truly is belief, okay? BELIEF. Belief is what you need to really grow your kingdom business, to really grow your purpose-driven digital business, your coaching empire. You need belief. And literally, this is why I'm so passionate about being a business mindset coach, because not only am I going to give you the strategies and the tactics, but especially, within my workshops, like working with God workshops are so powerful because I teach my clients how to work higher, right? And not harder. When we operate on biblical principles, it's when you operate with principles, the work has to work. It has to work. There's no way around it. It has to. It's a principle. And so God puts principles in order, right? Because God does everything decently and in order. And so because God works off of principles, the work has to work. And so when you are operating in belief, when I'm helping my clients to like really craft out their signature frameworks, their signature coaching frameworks, helping them with them having a signature framework, they have belief in that framework because it's a framework that they built out from within. It's a framework that they have actually gone through. I use my treasure trial framework to help them to build out their frameworks because it's what you've gone through already. So it's a proven framework. It's something that you've already gone through. So you have belief in it because you know it works, right? So once you have a solidified signature framework, you'll develop the messaging, right? And so I help my clients to have story selling formation. How do you say people connect with stories? How do you share your offer in a way that really invoke emotions? Because it's emotions that drive sales. It's people connect from emotions. And so when you are sharing your stories, you want to share a story so people can remember what it is that you have to offer. Remember what it took for you to really come up with this offer. Like I often share with my CPR framework. I remember when I was transitioning into full-time entrepreneurship, into coaching. And I remember I was like, but Lord, what's going to happen with all of my skills, my nursing skills, my CPR skills? And I just heard the Lord clearly say, I'm transitioning you from physical CPR to spiritual CPR because my body is dead and I need you to revive them. And so this is why I have a CPR framework, because I'm called to revive people's lives and businesses that are dead. This is my mandate from God. This is my mission, right? And so you got to focus on the mission. You got to remember it. And so when you have belief, there are three things that you really need to scale your business and to have a business. It's, you have to have an offer. What are you offering, right? What is it that, what problem are you solving? What are you offering? You have to have marketing, because without marketing, you have no business. And that marketing has to lead to sales. And so those are the three things, the three main keys, the three main components of your business. And so I help my clients to create their offer. I help them to develop their marketing, their magnetic marketing, their message with storytelling formation. And then lastly, I help them to come up with a simplified sales funnel. Because if you're all over the place and you're trying this and you're trying that and you're jumping from here and you're jumping from there, from trend to trend, business to business, whatever, like, you're all over the place. And so your money's going to look funny too. Your money's going to be all over the place as well. You need systems, especially as moms, entrepreneurial moms. We're busy. We need something that's like simplified. We need a simplified strategy that's going to allow the sales to generate, allow the sales to come in, right? Once you have it simplified, a system that actually works for your life and for your business and for your home, for your household, you got to simplify it. If you don't simplify it, it's going to fail. You're not going to be able to maintain it. And we understand that simplicity scales and complex fails. If it's too complex, it's going to fail. It's not going to be long lasting for you. And so I shared an email earlier, and I love the analogy that the Lord gave me. But I feel like God is always giving me really dope analogies and stories. But like, something that came to me as I was writing my email was like, when you're building your business, you want to think of it like you're building a house, right? So as an entrepreneurial mom, you would never allow your family to live in a house full of straws, right? A house made of straws, I should say. You, as a mom, you would never want your family to be living in a house of straws, right? So it's just same with your business. The same exact way as your business. When you're building your business, like I shared earlier in this live, popcorn society culture would think that, your business needs to take off yesterday, right? However, we understand that when you are building your business, you need to be building it on a solid foundation, and you got to be building it brick by brick. Building your business brick by brick and really honing in with where it is that the direction that you see for your business, and really showing up every day, sowing the seeds, like I mentioned before. Building your business brick by brick is like building a house, a solid house. And so when you do that, you'll have a business that's actually sustainable, reliable for yourself and for your family's livelihood, and with longevity, right? And so just like you would never build a house on sand, or you would never build a house full of straws, you gotta see it the same way as your business. You're building, every day you're showing up, you're putting another layer of brick, another layer of brick, another layer of brick. And this is how you want to build your business, so that it's solid. You want a solid business that is going to be sustainable for your life, for your children and for your family, and have longevity and be able to sustain you and sustain your livelihood. So that's what you want. Looking at TikTok? No. I'm not looking at TikTok. But yeah, so that's what I have. That's what I have for you. So yes, belief. You got to be real with yourself and God. Be real with the vision that you have for your business goals. If you need clarity on any area of your business, guidance on any of your business, you need to hire someone, watch videos, buy courses, whatever you got to do to make sure that you are meeting the goal that you want to meet and see for your business. Set the vision, set the goal, and go after it. And be real with yourself, be real with God, with where you are and what you need. And then remember that you want to have an energetic flow. So you want to really stand behind the words that you're saying, truly believe the words that you're saying, because people can feel your energy, right? And so language to express yourself, express your offers, express what it is that you have to offer and to share with the world, right? God has gifted us with the ability to communicate using language. No other creature or creation, nothing that God has created has that ability. And then you also want to take inspired action with your business. And you do this by really thinking of how you're showing up to serve your clients, the impact that you're going to make on their lives. And that gives you the feeling of inspiration, the feeling of excitement, the feeling of anticipation. And then that causes you to show up and take inspired action in your business. And then the E is to expect opposition. This is so powerful because it's like such a mindset shift when you're no longer thinking or caring about other people's opinions, but truly the opinion of God, right? And so I remember, I often share this, but like, I remember like when the Lord told me to switch the how, because whenever you set a big goal, I call them your big bowling ball goals. So you have a big goal that's going to knock down all the pins of your little goals, right? So a bowling ball goal. And so when you have that big goal, sometimes you can think like, oh my gosh, how is that going to happen? How is that going to happen? And I remember the Lord saying to switch the how to who, right? And so you might be asking yourself how. Oops, I could get this marker out. You might be asking yourself how, but you want to switch this W and bring it to the front, right? So that it's who. So your focus is, who are you serving, right? Who is your business glorifying? We know that's God. So who are you glorifying? Who are you serving? And who are you becoming? So you're glorifying God with your business. You are serving the people you're called to serving. That's who you need to be focusing on, right? And just focusing on the person you're becoming. So you want to operate in your future self, right? You want to operate from your future self. All right. Your future focus framework is what I call that. And then lastly, the F is to focus on your mission. Focus on your mission. Who, which actually falls in line with this. Who are you glorifying? Who are you serving? Who are the people you're serving? And who are you becoming in the process, right? You're becoming more disciplined. You're becoming more resilient. You're becoming more, you're becoming stronger, right? You're becoming a better communicator. You're becoming a better salesperson. You're becoming more tenacious, right? You're just becoming more of just the person that God has called you to be. And so when you, according to God's word, with his be, do, have framework, right? God's be, do, have principle, you're becoming who he's called you to be so that you can do what he's calling you to do, so that you can have all that he's calling you to have, right? And that's Genesis 1:28. And so, so that's what I have for you. I pray that this has been a blessing. Like I said at the top of this live, do not get discouraged by social media. Social media will ruin your business if you let it, okay? If you focus on everyone else that seems to be taking off and thriving in their business, overnight, without showing like all of the things that they tried in the past that didn't work, or, you have to understand that entrepreneurship is a marathon and not a sprint, okay? When you're building something of longevity, you want to do it brick by brick. Because if you're building a house of straws, any wind that comes by, it's going to blow it down. And so you want to have a strong, solid foundation as you grow and build your business, all right? And so that's what I have for you. Let me know if there's any questions. You're so welcome, Angie. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I pray it was a blessing for you. Any questions at all? Go ahead and just put them in the chat or in the comments. And I'm going to tell you, just as God told me, put one foot in front of the other, step out on faith, and trust God for the next step. All right. I'm going to be I forgot to mention, I will be having a masterclass coming soon. It's going to be coming April 4th, 4/4. And I'm excited about it. And so I'll be putting more information about that soon in the description soon. But you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys in the next live. Bye. Oh, I forgot, I gotta turn my camera around to stop.